Okay. So now I have to maximize the area of that rectangle, right? What dimensions would I put on the rectangle? Well, I must write down a formula for the area of the rectangle as length by breadth. So what letters will I call them? What will I call this? 2x. And what will I call this? 2y. I don't know either of them. Yes? But do you have any idea why I've called it 2x instead of x? And then let's call it x by y. So the area is x, y. 3. What must I do now? Put x in terms of y. Yes? Or y in terms of x. Alright? So, how am I going to do that? And if I draw that line down there, if that's 4, what would that be? 2? Are you all alright with that? And what's that there? Y? Yeah? Same as that. And what's that bit from there to the top then? What? H minus 1. If that's all that there is 2, what have I got there in that portion of it? 2 minus a half of x. Had I called that 2x, what would this be? 2 minus x. Would that have helped me? I would have had less fractions. So if you were experienced enough, you wouldn't have called that x. You'd have called it what? 2x. Is that okay? But you weren't, so let's see where it will lead you. Alright? I have 3 variables there. I need to find the height of that rectangle. How will I get the height of the triangle? Pythagoras' theorem. 16, 4, root 12. Right? So that top bit there is the square root of 12 minus y. Yes? Are you all alright with that? Where that came from? Yes? Now, I need x in terms of y or y in terms of x. So I have equiangular triangles there. Or similar triangles. That's that big triangle there. What's that distance from there to there in it? 2. That's a right angle. What's that distance? Root 12. And I don't know that. In this triangle, that's y. That's what? 2 minus a half x. And I don't know that. But I know that angle is the same as that. And that's the same as that. So that means I have what type of triangles? Equiangular triangles. Now what do you know about those? Corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So root 12 divided by. Root 12 here corresponds to what over there? Y. Why does it correspond to y? Because the line opposite the same angle is equal to 2 all over 2 minus a half x. Right? Now, cross multiply. 2y is root 12 times 2 minus 1 half x. 2y, root 12 can be written as 2 root 3. Are you all right there? Yes? All over 2 minus a half x. Multiply out 2y is equal to 4 root 3 minus x. So y is equal to what? 2 root 3 minus a half x. And that y can be then used to show that y is equal to root 3x they're asking me to show. Y, I got y to be 2 root 3 minus a half x. The question says, use similar triangles to show. Okay, what's the difference between, there's a difference between what they've called x and what I've called x. Yeah? Is that okay? And there, that'll work with the thing. You see, what you call what makes life a bit easier for you. There's the rectangle. They're saying that there be x, yes? okay? And I know all the height h is equal to root 12. They're saying that's y. And all the bottom will be 2. So there are two similar triangles. They're the big one and the small one. This is root 12 and this is 2. This is y and this is x. So they're saying that root 12 over y is equal to 2 over x. 2y is equal to root 12 x. So y is equal to, that's 2 root 3 x. But then the area in this case is equal to length by breadth. Now what's that going to be? What's the distance of that going to be in the way they've drawn the diagram? 4 minus 2x times y. Is that alright? That will be your formula. So experience has shown them that if they call this x, it's easier. Yeah? So it is. What was I calling this? 2x. Yes? So as this wouldn't have been a half. The half would have been gone out. But differentiation or mathematical wise, it's just you're working with fractions. They've avoided the working with the fractions. So do you understand this one or do you want me to keep going? How did I write one in terms of the other in this case? I had similar triangle. And then we would have used that a lot in the past in the exam. The way I got one variable in terms of the other was from my similar triangle. Now, this is an easier way to do it, but if you were left by yourself, how would you have done it?